Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am doing this bed here. This is going to be broccoli. Again, you don't have to rotate crops every year in a home garden. Unless you're growing 30 acres of a crop, sure, then you want to rotate. Here, we have the advantage of being able to re-amend our soil to suit whatever we're growing. So, I'm going to do broccoli again. I just gave it a rough turnover, just about 4 or 5 inches down. I'm going to re-amend the soil before I add my broccoli soil to it. This base that I'm putting in here is specifically for my broccoli. So we will start with worm castings, and I'm going to put in 10 cups. This is about 2 1/4 cup. And you can go a little over with your worm castings. It's not going to do no damage. It's just going to super nutrify your soil. Okay. Next, we're going to do alfalfa pellets. You want 4 cups of these. Next, we're going to go with azomite, 4 cups. This is a 4 by 12 foot bed. This is specific for this bed. I have tweaked this to get massive broccoli out of this, and I will. You can pick broccoli that says large head on it, get big heads and tons of side shoots. You don't have to pick one or the other. If you do your mix right and feed your broccoli the way it needs to be fed, you will get both. 4 cups of azomite. Going in with NatureSafe 1300. This is a high nitrogen organic slow release fertilizer. 3 cups. Next, I'm going in with gypsum, 4 cups. I already added 1 cup off camera, so we need 3 more. Kelp meal, 1 cup. Next, we're going to do biochar. Do 3 to 4 cups. I'm going to use 3.5. My biochar is already activated. Next, I'm going to use triple phosphate. 1 1/4 cup. Be precise with this. Heavy duty stuff. You could substitute this with bone meal. I'd rather use this, the triple phosphate. I think you get a longer release of the phosphate than you would with the bone meal. That's just my opinion. Try it out for yourself. Now, I'm going to use pot ash, 3/4 of a cup, to be exact. This is muriate of pot ash. I prefer the sulfur, but this was what I had available, so this is what I'm using. Now I'm just gonna give it a quick turnover, nothing too deep, about 3-4 inches down. I'm not gonna smooth it out yet. I will get the broccoli soil I made, put that in here, then I'll give it a good rake. And I'm gonna put the soil so it mounds up, because it's gonna sink down a little bit. I still have a month and a half, a month before I plant out into this bed, so it'll be plenty of time for everything to meld together. And just rake it out, smooth it out good, make it nice and even. That's it. Now, just gonna cover it up, let it sit until I'm ready to plant out my broccoli. I'll be starting my seedlings in a couple of weeks, and I'll plant them out as soon as they're yay high. I got it all covered up. I'm just gonna throw some rocks on it because there's gonna be some heavy winds, rain, maybe snow. And that's it. Good to go until you're ready to plant out. And this is no different than any of the other beds I've done. You're given all your nutrients and all your amendments plenty of time to break down into the soil so they're readily available when you plant out in here. All right. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and follow. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. See you later.